Today, I want to express my condolences to Yulia Navalnaya, the widow of Alexei Navalny. I saw her statement saying that it has been proven that her husband was killed in a Russian prison by Vladimir Putin. I have always followed her story with a trembling heart, because I understand her very well. My husband, Konstantin Rudnev, has also been persecuted by Vladimir Putin for many years. For many years, we have lived under the pressure of Russian propaganda. We know very well what it feels like when all media outlets are turned against you, when every TV channel and every newspaper writes vile things about you, trying to present you in the most negative light. I understood very well everything Yulia Navalnaya and her husband were going through during these days. My husband, Konstantin Rudnev, also spent time in prison. He spent 11 years in a Siberian prison because he was an opponent of Vladimir Putin, because he openly spoke against war and against the totalitarian system of rule. And many years ago, he warned that Putin would inevitably unleash a war, that many countries would be drawn into it, and that thousands of people would die. Today, all of this has become reality, although my husband said it 15 years ago. Now, dear ones, as I watch with sorrow how Yulia received proof that her husband was killed, poisoned in prison, when I myself received the news of Navalny's death, I was horrified. At that moment, my husband was beside me, and I was happy that he had survived and come out of a Russian prison alive. But now, Konstantin Rudnev is in an Argentine prison, and he is dying there. He is dying, yet the prosecutor's office, the state, do not want to release him. They do not want to release him from prison, despite the fact that he has already lost about 50 kilograms. Doctors say, with alarm, that he needs examinations, and even twice a judge issued a decision for house arrest, for transfer to a lighter form of detention so that he could receive treatment. But that is not happening. I understand that Putin's hand first reached as far as Montenegro, trying to seize Konstantin Rudnev there. We went to Argentina to find peace, but here too, headlines, newspapers, bad fame, lies, slander have caught up with us. After seeing yesterday Yulia Navalnaya's statement that it has been proven that Alexei Navalny was poisoned in prison, I was very, very frightened. I was terribly frightened for Konstantin because I see him fading away and I cannot get him out of there. And despite the fact that he is guilty of nothing,
despite the fact that he has committed no crimes,
he is forced to remain in prison, to die there. I began reading his manifesto, which he wrote from Rawson prison. I want to share it with you. Konstantin Rudnev says, for many years, it has not been people who judged me, but paper. They did not listen to me. They printed me. They did not know me, yet they quoted me. They did not see me, yet they condemned me. Every day, I read about myself, as if I were reading about some monster I have never met. Only that monster bears my name. Konstantin Rudnev has been persecuted for many years. He is still alive. I ask you not to kill him. He deserves to live. He is a very good person. is that despite all the headlines trying to portray him as a monster, everyone who knows him knows this is not true. These headlines have pursued him since Russia. He never refuted them and never tried to be a public figure. He simply expressed his opinion freely and courageously. He deserves to live like any other person on earth and does not deserve to die in an Argentine prison without guilt or proof, far from his loved one and completely alone. Every time I finish a phone call with him, I cry and cannot calm down for a long time. I do not know whether it will be our last conversation, whether I will hear him again. I know the prosecution wants to reclassify the case because it is essentially destroyed. There is no evidence against him, no victim, no crime, no drugs, nothing. Everything has collapsed. And the prosecutors understand perfectly well that Konstantin Rudnev is not guilty, yet they continue to keep him in prison. They want to reclassify the case and prolong it for another year, perhaps even longer. I am very afraid that I will never see my husband free again. Every day I walk along the ocean, here in Rawson. The ocean and nature are very, very beautiful. I imagine walking there hand in hand with Konstantin, because he loves walking, he loves nature. And he has never harmed a single person, not a single living being. To no living being, even when he walks in nature, there are snails crawling there. Often, when it rains, the snails come out, crawling along the path. And Konstantin walks. He doesn't care. He walks in any weather. We often walk even in the rain. When he sees snails, he starts saving them and asks everyone near him to save the snails. Once I counted. During one walk, we saved 18 snails by moving them off the road, because they crawl along the road without understanding that a car can run over them or that a person can step on them. During one walk in the forest, where we were strolling, we saved 18 snails, because my husband highly values life. He appreciates all living beings. He has never wished harm to anyone, yet he is portrayed as a monster. So many lies are told about him that many people believe he is a bad person, even though they do not know him. Do you know what he writes? I do not ask anyone to believe me. I ask you to look for yourselves. Do not read about me. Remember what you felt when you saw my eyes, when you heard my words, when you felt the energy of kindness I always tried to share. Everything I did was for love. I only wanted people to stop being afraid of being kind. Yes, I can be in prison. Every word of mine can be distorted. 1,000 vile headlines can be written. Hundreds of fake talk shows can be filmed. But they cannot take away my ability to see people as light. I still believe that good is stronger than fear, that a human being is capable of thinking independently, even when the whole world insists otherwise. Let us believe in miracles, not in filth and the press. Let us believe. Only thanks to my husband, thanks to Konstantin Rudnev, I believe in miracles. I believe it can happen. That he will leave prison alive, and we will again rejoice together at the sunrise. That I have been meeting alone for more than 10 months without him. I deeply sympathize with Yulia Navalnaya. She lost her husband. But I ask you, do not deprive me of mine. He has harmed no one. He deserves to be free, so he can continue bringing light and goodness, as he always has. I ask for your help, your compassion, and your kind heart.